Every war has two faces, the one the world sees and the one buried in classified files. Welcome to Dark Files Diary, where we open the folders they never want you to find. Tehran, January 11th. 2012, a city of 12 million souls, most of them going about their morning unaware that in the next 60 seconds, the world would shift. Dr. Mustafa Ahmadi Roshan stepped out of his apartment building like he did every morning, briefcase in hand. A phone call to his wife, a man completely unremarkable to a stranger's eye. But to the intelligence agencies of 3 nations, he was the most dangerous civilian alive. The blast lasted 0.3 seconds. Dr. Roshan was dead before his body hit the ground. He was Iran's deputy director of the Natanz uranium enrichment facility. He was the 4th Iranian nuclear scientist assassinated in 3 years, and nobody, officially, knew who did it. To understand the shadow war that was fought between Israel, America, and Iran, you have to understand what was at stake. By 2009, Iran had quietly amassed enough enriched uranium to potentially build a nuclear bomb, not one, several, inside the underground fortress of Natanz, buried 60 feet beneath the desert. Nearly 9,000 centrifuges hummed day and night, so the decision was made at the highest levels in Washington and Jerusalem that the war would be fought differently, invisibly. The mission had a name. It was called Operation Olympic Games. Sometime in 2007, a computer worm was born in a classified NSA laboratory in collaboration with Unit 8200. Researchers would call it Stuxnet. It did not explode. It did not fire bullets. It was lines of code designed to do one thing: destroy Iran's centrifuges. It lied to the operators, while the centrifuges tore themselves apart. The monitoring screen showed everything as perfectly normal for 18 months. Iranian scientists watched their program collapse and had no idea why. Stuxnet bought time, but Iran kept rebuilding. So alongside the digital war, a human war was being fought between 2010 and 2012. 5 Iranian nuclear scientists were targeted in assassinations on the streets of Tehran. These operations required something far more dangerous than a bomb on a motorcycle. They required someone on the inside. In the world of espionage, there is no greater weapon than a man who pretends to be your friend. In 2011, something went catastrophically wrong. In a span of 18 months, the CIA's Iranian agent network was systematically rolled up. The CIA's internal assessment was grim. The Iranian network had been betrayed from within. It was not a movie villain who unraveled the network. It was a website. 11 agents confirmed executed, a decade of intelligence work gone. By 2012, the shadow war had bought years, but Iran had not stopped inside the mountain fortress of Fordo. Iran moved its operations underground. Israel was preparing to strike. Prime Minister Netanyahu had given the order to plan Operation Opera to point zero. The United States was desperate to stop it, and then the shadow war won its most important battle yet. Iran agreed to talks. The bombs never fell because the ghosts had done their work. The story of Israel's shadow war against Iran does not have an ending. It never ended. It only changed shape. The scientists who were killed, their families still grieve. The agents who ran the networks, their names will never appear in any history book. The men who wrote Stuxnet, they are still out there writing the next weapon, the Ghost Protocol, a war without uniforms, without declarations, without front lines, fought by men and women whose names we will never know. In the shadows where history is actually made. If this story gripped you, this is just the beginning. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next file, because they don't know history, not yet.